It's a countdown. No. Hello, welcome. You are here for day 4, actually, of summer reading camp. We're so glad you're here. We are going to be doing just 3 activities with a rising first grader that do multiple sub-processes simultaneously so that she accelerates in her reading achievement, and I, the teacher, don't have to create hundreds of activities. I don't have to do a different activity for every standard or every guideline that I'm supposed to achieve, because the activities that we'll teach you are super efficient because they integrate multiple reading sub-processes simultaneously. So we have been with my friend this is the 3rd day. Even though it's summer camp day 4, yesterday she was sick. So we missed yesterday with her. But if you want to hear about how I'm making decisions about her reading, you can go back into this Facebook feed and find yesterday's show where I talk about how I'm making decisions about her. So if you're here right now or you're popping in later, say hi and let us know where you're from. Right now we're in the Madison, Wisconsin area, and it's actually in the 50s here, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, very unusual. Try not to be grumpy about it because it's summer. Don't you think it should be hot?
I think it should be hotter than cold.
Yes, hot. Exactly.
It's sprinkling.
Yeah, it's sprinkling and cold.
My brother, he wanted to go to the White House and back.
The what house?
The White House, and I was like, good luck with that. And then he comes, freezing his hands turn like pinkish purple.
Yikes. It is pretty cold for the summer. So we are going to dive in after I figure out how to forward this post to our group, Level Up Your Reader's Achievements. So when I do that, we'll dive into Switch It. So here we go, almost. And then we're going to move into Sort It, which teaches the advanced phonics level. So she's not just doing short vowels like she is doing with this activity. She's also going to do long vowels. So we're packing in a punch. Okay, so let's show the board to everybody. Notice all the reading sub-processes that she accomplishes with this one activity. Okay, so we're going to make the word stop. Okay, like I stop at the sign, but I need to get you another letter. No, just say the sound, okay? Instead of what sound is that? Good. Look over here for the vowels. Stop. Bingo. Okay, let's check those sounds. Okay, and the word is? Okay, now we're going to have to add a sound. You ready? We're going to make it from stop to stomp. I stomped my foot. I stomped my foot. Okay? So you have stop. Switch it to stomp. Where are we going to add the sound?
So maybe if I take away this and add this, stomp.
Yes. What sound did you add in? What sound though? Yeah, pull it down and say Wow, did she do great? On Thursday, she was having trouble with 4 sounds and 5 sounds, but look at her now. That was 5 sounds, and I didn't help her much. Okay, let's check the sound, Sweet Pea.
Stop.
Okay, why don't we give her some hearts? Let her see some hearts fly across the screen, or some thumbs up, because that's pretty impressive. She's not even in 1st grade, and she's got a June birthday. She's a young little lass, and she's just rocking it on. Okay, so we added a sound, making these a little harder. And now we're going to switch the vowels. Let's switch from stomp to stamp. We did stamp before, like you stamp on with ink on the.
Sometimes you do a stamp like on the mail.
Yes, you put a stamp on the letter. Just mail it.
Sometimes we help my mom with work. We help her
Oh, how fun!
We help stick like that.
That's neat. Put the stamp on it. Yeah.
And also put the stamps on. We get stickers that says has the American flag on it, but don't have the blue.
Yeah, I've seen those. Okay, switch it from stomp To stamp. Okay, Miss Mary gave you a big heart, so she likes your work. Stomp. To stamp. No, you actually, we need the to make stamp. But right now you have stomp. We need stamp.
Do these two need the A?
Just one needs to be switched. Let's listen. Do you hear the T in stamp?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're tuning her into that each precise sound. We don't need the ah. You're right. That's absolutely right. Okay. I'll put that over here with these red ones. Other vowels. Okay. What goes here to make stamp? What sound? What sound is that?
Ah.
Very good. Let's check it.
Yeah.
Ah. And the whole word is? Stamp. Okay. What do you notice that she is doing? Lots of sub-skills. Instead of just practicing letter sounds in isolation, or instead of just practicing phonemic manipulation. It's hard to say. Can you say manipulation? Manipulation. Or elision. It's the same thing. She's doing many things simultaneously. So what are you noticing? I just mentioned a couple. What else is she practicing here? Okay, stamp. Let's switch it to stump. When you cut the tree down, you are left with a stump. Just the bottom part of the tree. You have stamp. Switch it to stump. What is she accomplishing? Let us know in the comments.
Stomp.
That's right. You made stomp, but we're aiming for stump, like a tree stump. Stump. Okay, oh yeah, you got it. What sound is that? Very good.
And any word has to, any word has to have a vowel.
You're right. Exactly.
For it to be a word.
Exactly. You can't say it without that. So you knew this was When we tested her initially on Tuesday morning, this was hard for her. So this is why this activity is so good, because her switching these in and out, she has to really notice the properties of each of these and kind of memorize them. Okay, Clinton's giving you a thumbs up too. Tell me the sound, sweetheart, and stump. And the word is?
Stump.
Okay, stump. Now we're going to make 2 switches. Okay, are you ready for the challenge? You've got stump, and we're going to switch 2 things to make stun. Sometimes the deer you will stun them with your bright lights from the car. When they're into cars driving up and the deer looks at the headlights, they sometimes can get stunned. So the headlights will stun them. So you have stump. We need to switch it to stun. What are you going to take away? Well, we need the T to make stun. Stun. Can you say stun?
Stun.
Stun. Well said. Okay, we're going to switch it from stump to stun. Wow. Is that all we need to do?
Stump.
Yes, we don't need stump. We just need stun. So what do we need to take away? Right, get rid of that. Very good. Okay, so she's noticing that you're learning your vowel sounds and you're practicing decoding and you're practicing blending afterwards. If she's hearing it from me, but if she forgets what it is, then she does have to put the sounds back together and blend it. That's great. Miss Mary is all over this activity. Okay, tell me the sounds in stun.
Stun.
And that was what we did right there, was phonemic segmentation. So all of these things are happening simultaneously in the context of real words, and she's learning about words too.
I think we already did that 2 times. I think we did that 2 times.
Okay, then it's going to be easier for you. I don't remember doing stun. Okay, switch it to, we're going to add something actually instead of switching. We're going to add a sound to turn it into stunt. Jumping a motorcycle up a ramp can be a tricky stunt.
Yeah, like sometimes in a movie, this guy used mushing and he was trying to do this high stunt and then he broke his leg.
So stunts can be dangerous, huh? So you have stunned. We need to make it stunt. That would make it stut. Stut. So we need, no, these are right actually. You're only going to make one switch. You have stut, and we need stunt. Stunt. Stun was what we had. We need to turn it, you're right. We need to add something to make stunt. Stunt.
Stunt?
You got it. Let's check it. And the word is?
Stunt.
That's quite a stunt you've done. 5 sounds. So on Tuesday, she was strong with segmenting and blending and manipulating 3 sound words. Some of the time she had trouble with 4 sound words. Now, with my support, she's doing 5 sound words. So we're pushing the upper boundaries of her phonemic processing. Way to go, young lassie. Very impressive. Lassie, isn't that fun?
And he forgot to do the stuff.
Oh, I forgot to make the announcements. She wants me to make the announcements. Okay, you guys ready? She's totally right. And look, Miss Andrea gave you a big heart. Look at all the love. And Miss Mary said, great job. So she is so right. We have some announcements for you, ladies and gentlemen.
I have 2 hearts and 2 thumbs up.
Yeah? Do you want some more?
How do you get that?
You have to ask for it, I think. Am I doing a good job, she says. Okay, so while they're thinking about that, I can point out some things with these announcements. So the first one is, you're welcome. You want to call her? She wants to call her when I make my announcements. She knows the drill. First one is you'll notice that we have English Language Arts Live coming to you every day between August 1st, which is already passed, and through August 15th. And tonight for ELA Live, I am the guest speaker. So I really hope you can pop in again today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so New York City time. I'm going to be sharing tonight about how just one reading test can pinpoint the source of most reading problems. This is the test that I, as a reading tutor for the last 20 years, over and over and over again, keep finding as the key underlying problem to most readers' reading problems, and it unlocks the door for me to know what to do, but it's not available to most teachers. So please tune in tonight so you can learn about that. We are also finishing up summer camp today, but if you're interested in where she began on Tuesday, you can go back through my Facebook feed and find 4 days of summer camp, including today, so you can see how just 3 activities can really boost a reader's subprocessing and decoding so that she can read more and more easily. Oh, Andrea is curious about your age. Do you mind sharing?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm 6.
You're 6, and when's your birthday?
June 14th.
June 14th.
And I was born in, I think, 2000. What?
2011?
I think.
Yeah. And so she's on the young side of rising first grade. And then the other thing I want to point out is I'm going to be hosting an online workshop later next week on these 3 activities. And I'm going to be giving some bonuses and explaining about how you can put all these resources together, these activities together, into the whole Reading Simplified system. So I invite you to look out for that announcement. I'll be announcing it on my email list. So if you're not on my email list, please go to readingsimplified.com, and I will be offering this free workshop about 3 activities a day to keep reading difficulties away. And so that's coming soon. But now it's time already for you to rock on to the second activity. So we did switch it, and now she's going to jump ahead and do read it. So notice how this complements what we did before in Switch It, but we're adding some new things, missing things that we didn't really address with Switch It. Okay, can you bring me, darling, can you bring me the markers? And we'll get started with your first word for read it. This is her first word. Notice we've got consonants at the beginning and consonants at the end. That was too hard for her on Tuesday, and I'm still helping her through that because we've only had, this is our 3rd day of instruction because of a day of sickness. Okay, so we'll put that aside for a second as you first tackle the word, darling. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to read it before we write it. Put the sounds together as you go. This is eh. Okay, put them together again. Okay. Blend. Keep going. Blend. 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 What's that last sound?
Blend.
Blend. What's the word?
Blend.
You know what it means to blend?
Kind of like blending into stuff.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so she did that 5-sound word with my support. I wanted her to put the sounds together as she went. I don't want her to go b, o, e, n, d, and then do it because that will cause some problems either now or later on when she gets harder and harder words. Okay, Andrea's going to use this with her almost 7-year-old. Awesome, it'll work really well. Okay, so blend after we do. For read it, after we read the word, doing the blend as you read approach, now she writes it.
And another word for blend is camouflage.
Oh, interesting. Okay, blend. Say the sounds, and you might not even need to look at it because you have the word in your head. Go ahead and say the sounds. Just B by itself. While she's doing this, what reading skills is she practicing? You've got bleh. Oh, it's pretty good, actually. You don't care for it? She's particular. Okay, so you've got bl. What's the next sound in blend? What sound is that? It's actually like you're smiling. Kind of like you're smiling. Can you smile for me and say Okay, you've got bleh, and you're finishing blend. What's the rest? Bleh.
Should you do
What sound do you hear? You're right. Blend. And what's the last sound? Blend. What's that last sound? Very good. She nailed it. Okay, what has she been doing so far? She had to read the word. What other processes is she practicing? Okay.
So I need to do
we do the erase game now. Okay, let's say the sounds. B. Good memory. D. Okay, is anyone out there who wants to tell me what she's done? She's accomplished a lot. I will give her a new word while you guys think about what she has done in that activity.
Look at that. It's the
Mm-hmm,
in the world. Also, including black. And you can take it apart, too.
New word. Okay, this is the second word and last word for read it. We're still practicing her blending.
Okay.
Then we're going to go on to sort it to teach her the advanced phonics. Okay, before we write, we do what?
Say it.
Yeah, put the sounds together. Put them all together.
Sat.
Don't forget this.
Stit. Stat.
Stat. And hold that sound right there.
Stand.
Oh, nailed it. So she was coming up with and then she kind of twisted it to make a meaningful word because the and the N together kind of sound funny. Don't let you hear it. So what's she doing? Well, she is blending the sounds to decode new words. She has to recognize letter sounds when she reads the words. So she's practicing those. She's practicing advanced phonemically challenging words because there's consonants on either end. Those are the hardest. One-syllable words, phonemically. St. And see if you can do it without even looking at it. What do you hear next in stand? I want her to be tuning into the sounds. She's having to segment it when she writes it, and she's having to recall it because I'm not letting her see it. So she's recalling the letter sound. So it's extra practice on letter sound knowledge. And it's even harder for her because I keep jabbering on while she's doing it. Okay, you're doing it. The word is stand. Stand. And the last sound, what's the word? Stand. What's the word? Notice I don't say the letter names. I'm just emphasizing the sounds in the words because she already hears the sounds in those words. Stand. Very good. Okay. Is that what you got? Did you write stand?
Yeah.
You spelled it too. Okay, because you didn't have it in front of you. Are you ready to do the erase game?
Yeah. I'm me get my eraser.
Okay, here we go. Nicely done. So she was having trouble with blending the sounds together when we got started on Tuesday, but not anymore. She's really come a long way because 5 sounds is just about as hard as it gets for one syllable words. Melly says, thumbs up. Nice job. So we've done switch it. We've done read it. Now let's do the last activity.
Size 2 hearts.
Yeah, she's counting up her hearts, you guys. She can see all of her hearts. So maybe we need to reward her with some more. So on Tuesday, we introduced, actually on Wednesday, the second day of summer camp, we introduced her to the concept that one sound could have multiple spellings. And she didn't really know that this, for instance, could be just one sound, or that this could be just one sound. She wanted to say ah, ah, and ah, wah. She just didn't have that concept down yet. So we introduced her to the sorted activity. Here you go. Here's sorted. She read these O sound words over here, and she had to decide where they went based on their spelling.
And also above the boat it says, "Go home to show the boat to Joe."
That's right. She's memorizing that key sentence that helps her remember the key spellings of the O sound.
And if you have dry erase marker, you can maybe do all the O sounds on your kid's hand, and also one on their.
Oh yeah, she put them on 2 days ago. We put them on here, like "Go home to show the boat to Joe." So she had this.
But it disappeared.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
This is still here, and this is still.
So Andrea asked about her daughter who mixes B and D, and so does our young friend. That's very normal for this stage. And actually, switch it would be a good way to practice that, and just contrast bid and did and other words where you'd have to move the B and D back and forth, and it'll kind of clear itself up pretty quickly. You can also do writing activities where you just dictate a word, and if she gets it wrong, that's fine. Oh, it's actually the other one. And going back and forth between B and D, and not avoiding them, but actually contrasting them over and over again. Paired contrast is the fastest way to learn the differences between things. So that may be one tip that can help. Okay, so let's show, not only do we do one sorted, but we're going to do a couple different sorteds across the week so she can get these spellings in her brain. So this is a different list than what I had given her before. It's the same sorting process, and it's the same sound, and it's the same key sentence, but we've got new words, okay? So we're going to do just a few of these, and then we're going to sign off because we are working our rising first grader pretty hard.
And actually that way. Actually that way.
Yeah. Okay. The screen looks backwards to her, so it's a little confusing.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is with Facebook Live. Okay, so let's pick an O sound word here and decide where it goes. Oh, by the way, what is the key sentence?
Go home to show the boat to Joe.
Talk about it being kinesthetic for her. Wow. Okay, here we go. There's the first word, Sweet Pea. Can you read that?
Boat.
Wow, that was fast. Okay, where does boat belong? So say the sounds as you do it. Just like read it. Saying sounds as she writes it. And what's the next sound? Oh. Well, it's not oh ah, is it? What's the sound that you hear in the middle of bo? What's that sound all together? Oh, yeah. So you just wrote oh, bo, and then the last sound. So she wanted to go back to the ah, but this is all one sound. What is this one sound by itself? This one? No. Oh, right. So we're going to have to unlearn that because I think she spent all of kindergarten in one sound, one letter, and not getting enough exposure to the fact that one sound could have multiple spellings. So we're going to have to undo that, and it's going to take a little while, but it won't take that long. Okay. Boat. You nailed boat. And what's this word? Own. Do you own a pretty dress?
Yeah.
I think you do. Okay.
Actually, I kind of do. I kind of do.
You're borrowing this one?
No.
Oh.
My friend gave it to me.
But now you own it, don't you?
Yeah,
Because she
now.
gave it to you. That's
Yeah.
okay. Where does own belong? Which of these spellings is like that? O in own. Nope. Nope. Is that the right one?
I think so.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, say O when you write the whole O. O. If you have any questions about sorted or long vowels, let me know. O. Wow, she did own. So we've got two different spellings. What's this one? That's where it goes, but you got to read it first.
Ho.
Hoe. Do you know what a hoe is?
It's cat. No.
Okay, it's kind of like a garden tool. It is a garden tool. And I'm not a very good artist, but we'll just do my best. Where you dig in the garden with. You seen a hoe like that?
I think I know how to draw.
It's a metal. Well, we don't have time for drawing because we need them to see where hoe goes. You dig the dirt up.
And then you kind of go like.
You've got it in your mind. You're probably a better artist than I am. Well, it digs down into the dirt. It's similar to a shovel, but slightly different. Okay, so where does hoe go? Yes. Hoe. And say the sounds all together. Huh. The whole thing is O. Right. Only two more to go. Okay, let's go to this one. We're doing the O sound. Don't forget this part.
Close.
Close. You are so close to finishing. She's just doing a great job, isn't she? I'm trying to get one word for each spelling, and she's got 3 down, and she just read the word close. You are so close to finishing. Where does close go?
Close. Look at the word.
Close. That one's separated, isn't it? It's the one that's separated. Okay. Just write k. And then close. And then the rest of the O doesn't look like that. What does the rest of the O sound look like? Yeah, so put that there instead of this. Now we're working one-on-one, but this is really good in a small group too. You wouldn't be able to give quite as much feedback the first time to everybody, but over the course of a week, you could give this kind of one-on-one attention to meet each child's needs so that they rapidly progress in their decoding and then their reading. Okay, you're almost done. So she's got close, and then the last one is this one.
Toe.
Toe. Toe.
Told.
Oh, yeah. So what I was doing, this might not work. Let's see. I'm trying to cover up everything that she's not reading yet and then revealing it as she goes. So this should have been told. I don't know if you could see that, but that's to help her do the blend as you read approach. So I told you the key sentence for O, didn't I? And where does told belong? Told. She's almost done with every spelling example today. Told. Yes, there's only one letter this time, okay? So say each sound. Told. You don't need to look. Real short. Uh-huh. Oh.
Which way does D go?
Okay, let me do
It goes in the
There, is that what that looks like?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what's this O word that you wrote?
Told.
This O word? Close. This O word? Oh. Actually, this one's show, and this one's own. This one is O in boat, and this one's the O in ho. Okay. Actually, this told, you actually have an extra letter in there. Let's check the sounds in told. Okay. What are the sounds? Old. So that is an example of sorted, ladies and gentlemen. Some applause for her. She is a rising first grader, hasn't done any long vowels, or not much, and she's just rocking along with this. By doing this a couple of times this week and playing some games and reading some O sound text, she is going to start to absorb these spellings. What did she do for homework? We didn't have time to read this together, but she read this with her mom, I believe. Is that right? And maybe your babysitter?
And maybe I might need lots more. Maybe I might need some more homework from normal because this is only third day because I skipped today.
Yeah.
Maybe I need some extra.
Maybe I should give her some extra O sound pages.
Yay.
Yay! Okay. So,
I like this page. I like reading this.
Good. Sorry, you guys. I have a sleeping computer. There we go. We're back again. So, do you want to show off? Now, those are the 3 activities that I would typically do. Switch it, read it, and sort it. But then you would want to have reading practice, reading a new text, and rereading an old text. And that wraps out a really nice balanced guided reading lesson or a small group reading lesson or a one-on-one reading lesson. So since she's read this previously and she's interested, you want to read it again? Or do you want to take a break? Let's call it quits. It's your choice.
I think I want to stop.
Okay, you did a great job. Let's everybody give her some high fives, some love, some yes. She's a real star. She's coming right along. And we will probably be able to come back. Maybe another time we'll come back and show them how you progressed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think she should go and find the treasure chest, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, go see if you can find it. So I hope that you found that inspiring to figure out how just 3 activities can accomplish so many different activities, so many sub-processes, and decoding will just move along really rapidly for her. We have moved her from 3 and 4 sound letter words to 5 sound words with my support just after 3 days. And she is getting better with the short vowels that she was struggling with because she didn't know eh or and now she's getting and sometimes she's getting and we are now moving into advanced phonics, so she's accomplishing a lot. Let me see if I can show you. Let's see. Well, I'll find it for you if you can't find it. We have done, so she moved from this level down here.
Is it in a drawer?
No, it's hidden behind there, underneath that big piece of furniture. We've moved past the level of the short vowels, the consonants, and the consonant digraphs. We're still doing them, but we're adding to that by adding this advanced phonics level, the O sound and its main spellings, and some of its high-frequency words, because those are what are emphasized in the sorted pages.
I don't see it still.
High-frequency words and high-frequency spellings. So we would continue with the O sound with her for about a week, reading O sound texts and doing more O sound activities, and then we'd move on to E, and so on and so forth, up this streamlined pathway. And so reading will become easier and easier for her. But I've got to sign off now, find her the treasure chest. Please tune in tonight at 9 p.m. to find out how to pinpoint the source of most reading problems with just one test. I'm giving away some freebies so that you can do this on your own without any cost. And anytime you have a student that has a reading problem in your class, you don't know exactly why, probably this test that I'm going to talk about tonight will address it. So tune in 9 p.m. tonight, Friday night, Eastern Standard Time, New York time, here live at the Facebook page for Reading Simplified, and we'll make that really clear, and it could really change your school year or how you're working with your young child at home. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back tonight.